Hey, what's up, everybody? I literally have like less than 10 minutes until the next call. I've already had 3 calls today. I did my 3 hours at the university studying Russian. I got 4 more calls to go. This day is absolutely crazy, and I'm loving it. Ooh. All right, so where are we? Okay, so we're at day 28, and what does that mean, day 28? It means we're 28% of the way through this 101 days, this 101 day challenge. All right, so where are we? We're talking about state inventiveness. Remember, we started with the endeavor elements, 3 endeavor elements. Then we went to state progress. Then we went to state synergies. Now we're at state inventiveness. So far in state inventiveness, we've talked about 4 things. All right, so we talked about reuses. What does reuse to me? What does it mean? It means we imitate. We talked about synergies. What does synergies mean? It means to integrate. We talked about passivity. What does passivity mean? Ignore. All right. Then yesterday we talked about concepts. What does concepts means? It means ideate. All right. So when you bring your people together, yesterday's video, you're supposed to call 10 people. So did you call 10 people? Did you come up with 10 ideas? Did you call 10 people? Have you talked to your team? Have you talked to your employees? Have you talked to your friends? Have you talked to your mother-in-law? Have you talked to everybody who has an opinion about you? Have you been able to draw from all of this energy, whatever it be, positive, negative, neutral, whatever, and bring together some kind of idea? All right. So you can like start to use these concepts to understand the histories, your personal histories, the histories of these people, the histories of companies. What is the innovative, the inventive process that people have been going through for hundreds and thousands of years? All right. Regarding innovation and innovative work. So here we are. Now, remember yesterday that I told you that I came up with some ideas about how to start a business with a friend when I was like 17, 18 years old. And then I said, what did we do next? We went and we actually set up a company. We registered a company. The theme is venture. The typical activity is instigate. You have to instigate ventures. Now, why is this interesting? All right, so let's say, okay, there's two kinds of people. I mean, there's lots of kinds of people. There's one kind of person who already has a business, and they are working on some element of that business. All right, they're thinking about their technicians. How can we innovate regarding our technicians? Or they have some clerical duties. So every business has what? They have marketing. So who is doing the marketing? Who's doing the actual technical work of marketing? Who's doing the technical work of sales? Who's doing the clerical work of marketing? Who's doing the clerical work of sales? Who's doing the technical work of operations? Who's gathering together the paperwork of the clerks into some kind of library? Remember, we talked about these different levels. Who's analyzing these things? Okay, who's in sales and they're analyzing the numbers? Who's in finance and they're analyzing the numbers? They're collecting the numbers. The clerks are collecting the numbers. All right, so you have this group of people, the technicians, the clerks, the librarians, the analysts. They're doing marketing, they're doing sales, they're doing operations, they're doing finance. This is, if you want to grow that business, those are all the different aspects you got to like juggle at the same time. So what does it mean to innovate? All right, so practically speaking, it means that you are going to catalyze innovation. Emotionally speaking, you got daydreamers and you got genius. So find that genius and get them to catalyze innovation. Find the genius within yourself. Maybe there's a fine line between daydreaming and genius. What do you think? All right. So yesterday we talked about ideate. What does it mean to ideate? All right. So from a practical perspective, it means to produce useful concepts. Produce useful concepts. Emotionally, what does it mean to ideate? It means to be creative. Creativity on the one end, fantasy on the other end. We have this whole spectrum. Now, hopefully, you can find people who are creative, they're innovative, they're genius, that can catalyze innovation, that can produce interesting concepts. And then what? So today we're talking about ventures. Instigate ventures, all right? Start a venture. Now, if you cannot produce all of those things, marketing. So I got one guy I was talking to. He already has a website. They have a certain type of service that they'd like to get involved with, but they don't know how to market. All right? So what do you do when you don't have the know-how within your own business. You got like a couple of choices. You can either hire, so we're talking about managerial accounting, right? Either we produce it in-house or we buy it from outside. We hire some outside agency, we hire a guy to be on our team, we study it ourselves, or we have to find a partner who's going to come into our venture. So the process of forming a venture, if you want to launch a venture to develop some kind of creative concept, if you want to create some kind of prototype, you have to bring in the right people that have the right skills. All right. So now we're moving from just having an idea to, all right, now we need the pieces. We need to identify all of these different types of pieces. What are the things that we can do ourselves? What are the things that we're going to pay for other people to do? What are the people that we're going to partner with? What are the people we're going to hire from outside of our business? Venture. So the venture, it means it's time to start writing up those articles of association. It's time to start to think about what is it actually going to take. So if you're going to register some IP, do you want that IP to be registered within the framework of a company? Your group, the guys that you come together, this is the essence of a venture. Now, if you're just like by yourself at home and you want to run your own business, it's okay. You can also get a coach. All right. So if you are a person who has a lot of skill and you're just looking for a coach, you're the executive, but you're also the technician, the clerk, the librarian, and the analyst, then find a coach, somebody that can coach you through this process. Now, if it's going to be something about marketing, I'm not the coach for you because I'm not going to be able to help you to walk through these steps of marketing. But if you're just looking for some frameworks, some checklists, some different aspects, the way you can think through a variety of aspects of your business. For example, if you'd like to figure out how to get better at innovating, then I can walk you through these checklists. If you'd like to start making lists of your that somebody's coming. If you'd like to start making lists of the peers that you would like to work with or that you are currently working with, have a list of customers, have a list of competitors, have a list of producers, that's the wrong word. Have a list of providers, people who are giving you products and services. And then you want to start to create a schedule for when you're going to set up meetings with these people. And you'd like someone to discuss what are the things that you're going to talk about in these meetings. And then you want to be able to bring that back and put it into your plan. And then you'd like to look at some of the other checklists that Dr. Buchholz has created. Then I can be your coach. Go ahead and go down. There's a link in the description. And go ahead and buy some hours and come talk to me. If you'd like to buy the book, Thomas Buchholz's book, there's a link down there as well. If you're looking for other people, there's plenty of other coaches that you can work with. There's plenty of places in this world where you can find partners to help you in your business. There's plenty of other places where you can join some kind of team, some kind of discussion, get involved with the idea that you have and turn it into a venture. All right? So it's time to start to actually grab on to other people around you and create a venture. Thank you for joining us today. I'll see you tomorrow.